One weapon can end civilization in seconds. No army, no defense, no escape. This is the story of nuclear weapons, the most powerful and terrifying weapons ever created. How did we build something so destructive? And can we ever be truly safe while they exist? In 1945, a group of brilliant scientists, driven by the urgency of a world at war, built a weapon unlike any other. This top-secret mission, the Manhattan Project, successfully created the first atomic bombs. In August of that year, the world changed forever. First Hiroshima, then Nagasaki. Two cities vanished in blinding flashes of light. The immense power unleashed was unimaginable, and the human cost was devastating. The nuclear age had begun, and humanity stepped into a terrifying new reality. With the end of World War II, a new conflict emerged, the Cold War. The United States and the Soviet Union, now superpowers with opposing ideologies, began a frantic race to build bigger, better, and more numerous bombs. The atomic bomb was quickly surpassed by the hydrogen bomb, a weapon hundreds of times more powerful. They developed intercontinental ballistic missiles that could cross the globe in minutes, and submarines that silently carried nuclear arsenals beneath the waves. By the 1960s, the world's nuclear stockpile was staggering. There were enough weapons to destroy every major city on Earth, not just once, but many times over. The planet was now a powder keg, and everyone had a match. So, how did the world survive this period of extreme tension? The answer is as simple as it is terrifying. Fear. A new doctrine emerged, a balance of terror known as mutually assured destruction, or MAD. The logic was chillingly straightforward. If one side launched a nuclear attack, the other would detect it and launch its own massive retaliation before the first warheads even hit. The result would be the complete annihilation of both nations, and likely much of the world. There would be no winners, only losers. In this strange new world, peace was maintained not by trust or diplomacy, but by the shared promise of total destruction. It was a fragile peace, held together by the horrifying consequences of breaking it. But this balance was tested, and the world came perilously close to the brink of annihilation on several occasions. The most famous is the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962, when the US and the Soviet Union stood eyeball to eyeball for 13 days, each ready to push the button. But there were other, less famous close calls, moments when faulty radar systems mistakenly showed incoming missile attacks, or when nuclear-armed bombers crashed, losing their deadly cargo. In many of these instances, nuclear war was prevented not by systems or policies, but by the calm judgment of a single individual who questioned their orders or doubted the data in front of them. We survived, but often by pure luck. Today the Cold War is over, but the nuclear threat has not disappeared. In fact, it has evolved. 9 countries are now confirmed members of the nuclear club, and thousands of warheads remain on high alert, ready to be launched at a moment's notice. The technology has also advanced. New weapons are being developed that are faster, smaller, and potentially even more difficult to detect or defend against. As global tensions rise once again over new conflicts and rivalries, the shadow of the mushroom cloud looms large. The old fears are returning, and the world is arguably becoming a more dangerous place. So, this brings us to the ultimate question: can humanity survive the bomb? Unlike chemical and biological weapons, nuclear weapons have never been subject to a complete international ban. While disarmament treaties have reduced the total number of warheads from their Cold War peak, progress is slow and often reversible. Technology continues to advance, creating new challenges and new dangers. The paradox of the nuclear age remains. Will these weapons, through the fear they inspire, prevent major wars forever? Or is it only a matter of time before they are used again, leading to an end we cannot even begin to imagine? The most dangerous weapons in history still exist, scattered across the globe, a constant reminder of our own capacity for self-destruction. And the future of humanity truly depends on how we choose to control them. Subscribe to WW2 Chronicles to learn more about the critical moments and powerful forces that continue to shape our world. Thanks for watching.